morning, Flosstube. It is almost noon on Friday, March 6th, and I am back to show whips in progress and to also show you some stash haul that I had promised to show you a video or two ago. First, a little housekeeping. I am Sharon. This channel is Magnolia Nana, mostly about cross stitch, but sometimes crochet and books. And of course, always a few stories about my role as Nana because I'm very proud of my precious family. So, a little extra housekeeping. In my video about whips that were completed, so finishes but not fully finished, I was not able to tell you particularly what one of the pieces was, and I found the box. So if you were interested in my daffodil, honeybee, ladybug, precious little bird, bothy threads finish, it is called The Birds and the Bees. Again, bothy threads. We purchased it at John Lewis in London, but I know that you can order these. And what else do I need to tell you? It is Rendale Designs, W-R-E-N-D-A-L-E. She does beautiful animal cross-stitch patterns. And this was a very small one that we purchased because of our trip over there and all the beautiful spring flowers that we saw. The birds and the bees. All right, let's jump into whips. I've been busy with life, but I have found some time for stitching. So here we go. A little bit of work has been done on my Brenda Gervais with thy needle and threads, or thread, with thy needle and thread, singular. This is called Rejoice Evermore. And I splurged on this one and bought the specialty threads. And I showed you those, I believe, in my last video. So what I've worked on is just a little bit of the house, and I'll show you that right now. I have it on my scroll frames, and it needs to be tightened, so Wrinkle City. But this is where I am. You had seen the flower and the urn, and I have worked on the house. This is on 36 count linen, and I don't have that paper visible right now, but we'll keep talking about this one because I do hope to work on it some more. Love the verse that will be on this one as well as the beautiful colors. Always love Brenda Gervais. So there is one. The other day, I felt the call to pull out this Luca-S kit, which I don't think I've worked on in years, at least a year. And does it have a title? The Peonies. And I don't know what other information you would need from this one. Maybe that number, B as in boy, 2355 is the kit number. So there's not a lot of work on this one, but I just needed to stitch some flowers. So I'm working on this one here, and you'll see when I hold it up how much I've gotten done. This is on the kit fabric, which is, Zweigart fabric. I don't know what count, guys. It's small, maybe 18 or 20. So I had marked the center to try to stay where I needed to be, and I have added a lot of this. So you can tell that it's going to be the beautiful blossom. I've just got a lot more to do. And I'm doing this with the paper pattern, so I'm having to highlight what I finish. It's going to be slow going until I get in a rhythm, I think. But oh, how gorgeous those flowers will be. You see, just so beautiful. So that is Luca-S The Peonies, letter B, 2355. Oh, and yes, I wanted to show you their floss cards, which I've shown you before, but they are so beautiful. The way they put those. Very similar to the way Riola's does theirs. And you can tell on these, the symbols are on the cards, which really helps. And there's a little place here to put your threads that you're going to reuse, which I really like. Some of those I haven't punched out because I haven't used the colors. But just well organized and beautiful. And I guess, do they use anchor floss? It doesn't. Yes, they do. They use anchor floss. So good to know that. Sometimes we aren't sure about what kit floss is. All right, a new start, of course. This pattern was a gift from my dear friend, Natalie, Home Sweet Home Handmade. I mention her often because we are pen pals and we also gift each other with things. This was a Christmas gift. It's called English Tier by Erin Elizabeth Designs. And goodness, this is just me all over. I don't have a corgi. I've always wanted a corgi, but shh, we won't tell Lucy because I'm thrilled to have a miniature dachshund. But we love London and all the things in this picture. I started this on a trip we made to help my dad move. And so some of it was done in the car, some in the hotel. And not much has been done. I even went to a Michael's in another town to try to get some of the threads for this one. So I'm hoping this will go quickly. I'm putting this in place of the Lily Violette designs I had done 2 of before I start another one of those. I really want to get this one done. And I think I have exactly the place in my kitchen to hang it. So here are my threads, or most of them. I have a few more. I just used one of these floss cards you can get at Hobby Lobby or Michael's. And that helped me to be organized. But I had to use these little stickies on there because I was using a gel pen and it started smearing. So I just went on and put most of the colors are requiring 2 holes. There was a whole skein of floss, I just split it. But anyway, that's most of the threads. And my progress is so small. Let me just show you the precious corgi and the little lamppost. What in the world is this fabric? It's a Zweigart. Goodness, people, I don't even know. It's a linen. Yep, it's a linen. I think it's a 32 count linen. Love it though. Hopefully I'll have more color and more motifs finished the next time we chat. And thank you, Natalie. Another gift from same sweet person, same Christmas package, Dimensions, and this is called what? Joyful Floral. Joyful Floral. This was also started on the trip to Mississippi. And I wish I had had more time to work on this one. I'm adjusting to the Navy Ada, to be honest. But look, those colors will be gorgeous. And as you can see, as in Dimensions often, you have some half cross stitch expected and some full cross. And of course the back stitching. This is going to be the J of Joyful. And I got sidetracked, as is my way. But this will be just a beautiful, beautiful finish. I'm especially loving the blue and white vase or vase down here that the flowers are in. So I'm plugging away on that one. And I had hoped to finish this in February, but it did not happen. My Rainbow Heart from Sullivan's Floss. This designer, I don't think I mentioned before, but this is Ursula Michael, excuse me. Ursula Michael is the designer. And here is where I am, getting close. Where am I? Ah, there I am. So I got the ribbon flourish at the bottom finished, and that much of the heart. Bright, lovely colors, but so many floss changes on this one. It's a lot more detailed than you think when you look at that pattern. So I'm also spending a little bit of time each week working to finish this. I'm not sure if I will make this a pillow or frame it in a hoop. I'm not sure. But this is on the Ada that I tea dyed myself with a raspberry tea. So it's light pink. Barbara at Seashore Stitcher got us started on this one. Thank you, Barbara. Such fun. Beautiful, cheerful colors. And with all that's going on in the news, we all need cheerful colors. Now, my Lenten stitch is hoping for a finish on Teresa Kogut's Treasury of Compassion. So this has been my main focus. This one I am also doing on a linen. I believe it's a 36 count, but I do not think I have it with me. And I chose a purple variegated floss. Actually, my husband chose it. And I don't have it with me either, so I'll have to give you floss and fabric next time. But look at my progress. I've come halfway down here and gotten words all the way down to here. Yes, I'm right here to finish words. Almost finished my angel here at the bottom. So after finishing that angel, if you look at the picture, you will see that I only have, sorry guys, one motif below the angel to be through with that side of the border. And then I'm hoping to move across and work back up to right here. So close and yet not close, but it's so much fun to work on because it's the one color floss, a single strand. My variegation is not showing up, but it's there. Trust me, it's there. We cannot wait to have this one on the wall. It's a beautiful, beautiful prayer. So that angel will, you see my thread hanging, hopefully be my next finish of motifs. There will be another little square over here somewhere. So that is my big push this Lenten season. If I don't finish it by Easter, I will just keep working until I do. I'm not going to put this one anywhere except in the hoop. I've got it in my hoop that goes in my lap so I can do two-handed stitching. Now, I have a new whip that is not cross stitch. It's needlepoint. My son, his wife, and our little granddaughter, excuse the zipper, gave me a very generous gift card for Christmas. And this needlepoint store in Dallas is called Needlepoint This. And how can I show you this lovely project bag I got for free? That's their store, if anyone is interested. Can you see that? Never been in it before. So I chose a special surprise for them, and I want you to forgive my needle and my thread, but they were both graduates of Southern Methodist University in Dallas. And so I'm doing this SMU ornament for them. And then hopefully I can get it finished at the shop, maybe for Christmas. So if the lighting will let you see, I finished the white, I finished the red and some of the little blue in there. It's probably not showing up. So I'm working on this little red line here, and then I will do the letters, the rest of the blue motif inside the red, and then I'll tackle this big blue section. But guys, this has been fun. This is a very small canvas. It's actually also made by Zweigart. And then the design, I'm not familiar with TNW designs because I'm not a needle pointer necessarily, but tiny little canvas, tiny little stitches, but lots of fun. And I want to show you the fibers because I'm intrigued. You know how we are with our fibers in cross stitch. These are silk, but of course a different silk. The white is from Tilly Thomas, and it's 50% silk, 50% merino wool. I mean, it's just like butter. And then the colors, look at this blue and this red. They are 100% silk. And they are, excuse me, by Vineyard Silk Classic, 100% silk, and you get 30 yards in that skein. So that's my blue and that's my red. Celestial must be the blue. So pretty. Now let's see what the red one is called. Holiday. So that's like a Christmas red. So these are the fibers that I'm using for that little ornament. And I really want to get this one finished for them so that I can go leave it with the finisher. Got this precious little pair of snips for free with my first purchase with them. So fun times. This has also gone in the car with me. As long as the road is not too bumpy, I can accomplish that. Sorry, zipper again. Now, before we go, I promised to show you the haul, the other needlepoint haul that my husband got me for Christmas, and I will show you those, and then we will close. I do have I didn't bring the iPad. I had a book recommendation. I will tell you the name of the book, and hopefully you can find it. So again, shopping at John Lewis in London. We found this beautiful Scottish Thistle kit by Cleopatra's Needle, which is apparently a well-known needlepoint provider there in the UK. So here is your hand-painted canvas or printed canvas. These may not be hand-painted, but it has Appleton wool, and I don't think we're gonna make noise. I cannot get to my wool until I start this, guys, but it's beautiful. So we'll have those blues and purples and greens. And inside is also a bag of lavender. It is considered an herb pillow. So once it's needle pointed, we will put the lavender in it and maybe get the same finisher to finish it for me. And then at the Victoria and Albert Museum, my husband spotted this one. This is an Ehrman tapestry called English Butterflies, but will you look at that design? Just so gorgeous. And you can see the canvas there. And I did watch a video about Ehrman tapestry. I think I can actually show you these wools. And these are hand dyed in Scotland, I'm pretty sure. Look at that. Definitely in the UK. We've got bundles. Bundle 54321. So 1 and 2 are the background white, off-white, and then 3, 4, and 5 are my colors. I have made a pact with myself that I will not start either one of these beautiful designs until my Liberty of London tapestry is finished. So I need to get some work done on it. But they're in my closet, just keeping me going, I think. Guys, sometimes with a book or an author, you start reading and you cannot get into it. and you put it aside. And there are other books to pick up. But I have to tell you the short story of me with Susan Wittig Albert. She is a mystery writer. She still writes, although she's in her 80s. And the series I started years ago and couldn't get into is the series about Beatrix Potter. And the first book, now let me see if I can, oh, I wish I had my iPad. I had a picture for it. Oh my word. Well, the second one I just finished is The Mystery at Holly Howe Farm, I believe. The first one is the one I'm having trouble remembering. Hilltop Farm, Mystery at Hilltop Farm is the first one. Well, I have listened to those first two, and I have to finish the series. There are 8 in the series. Clean, cozy. We have animals who talk. We have Beatrix Potter and a small village in the Lake District in England. What's not to like? How did I not enjoy it when I tried to read it before? There may be something about the audiobooks that makes it easier, but I'm thrilled. And I could not find anything clean to read until I stumbled on these again. Apparently she has other series, so I guess I'll be on a Susan Wittig Albert kick for a long time. If any of you have read her books and enjoyed them, do let me know. I had ignored them after that bad experience, and I'm sure it was just the stage of life where I was, where it did not appeal to me. But now I'm all into it and having the most fun with the badgers and the bunnies and the guinea pigs and the cats and the dogs, all of whom talk. And of course, Miss Beatrix Potter and all of the work she did in the Lake District for the environment and for her farm. And it's still there for us to see, Hilltop Farm. So I had to throw that in because it's kind of cheered me this week and kept my mind busy while I was stitching or doing housework. So, sending love to all. Keep me up to date on what you're doing. Thank you for your time and all your precious comments. And maybe I'll be back before March or at least into April. We have had the busiest, most delightful week. We have seen one granddaughter, and we have her coming back tomorrow for a sleepover. And we have seen all 3 of our sons and had lovely meals and visits with them. So family week for sure. Next week looks a little calmer, so it won't be quite as exciting. But I needed to come see you today so that I didn't get back in my old pattern of leaving too much time between videos. So thank you for coming. Let me hear from you. Love for the weekend. Keep that stitching going and let me know what you're up to. Talk to you soon, I hope. Bye-bye.